The Hewer. Not exactly sure what they mean by that. It's a U.S. custom house. And I guess this is the courthouse. This is the post office section of the old customs house. Jesse James is wanted here. And look at this wooden telephone booth. Oh, those are neat hats they had. Let's see what's happening in the post office here. Oh, they're stuffing mail. U.S. Customs man. 1865 hand-drawn 10-man pumper. Wow, look at that. USS Cairo gunship, Union gunship, designed and built by James Eads. This is a pretty good skill. I don't know if you can see it because of the glass.
The USS on all 3 floors.
It's called barrel vaulting.
And they built the bricks up to forms, to wooden forms.
Yes.
And they left this part of it open when in the...
This guy keeps popping up everywhere. General Grant, Cairo, 1861, 1862. He was up in Hannibal area, Salt River. The desk he used for 6 months. He was stationed in Cairo on loan from the Cairo Public Library. Oh, the desk is. That is a nice desk. Trunk. Cigars. Tina Sinrivla. I don't know much about it. Cigars. I never liked service in the Army. I did not wish to go to West Point. My father had used his authority to make me go. I never went into a battle willingly or with enthusiasm. I never wanted to command another army. It was only after Donaldson that I began to see how important was the work that Providence had devolved upon me. I did not want the presidency, and I never quite forgiven myself for resigning the command of the Army to accept it. The 1st Union Armed Force set out in the West was sent out to Cairo from Chicago. A force of 595 men, led by General Swift, arrived in Cairo April 23rd, 11 days after the attack at Fort Sumter. After the attack on Fort Sumter, Confederated soldiers marching to attack Cairo halted 20 miles away in Columbus, Kentucky. Cairo from that time forward became the central point of all of the northern armies on the western rivers. This is the Red Rover. It's a United States hospital steamer. The Cairo Egyptians ball team. Here's the safe with a nice little memorial on it. All right, I just came over this bridge. I'm getting ready to go over that bridge. And that's where they built the gunboat. This is the hospital boat. And what is this? We proceed on. Lewis and Clark stopped here. Some Confederate paraphernalia. Lieutenant Commander Thomas O. Selfridge. The anvil stone, olive branch, arrowheads, nice pattern. Tools, toys, etc. There's that same guy again. He's an aviator this time. One-piece aviator suit. And this was the original food truck. Hamburgers, 10 cents. Wow. And what's this lady doing? A touring coat. Okay. The Tigers flagpole, river packet Tigers, commanded by the Union Army, commandeered by the Union Army, carried General U.S. Grant up the Tennessee River to the Battle of Shiloh, April 6, 1862. Presidential visits. Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, and William Taft. William J. Clinton, how about that? There's the fire department there with their 10-man self-pulled wagon. And what is this right here? Is this is old currency? Look how big the $10 bills are. And they are greenbacks. That's a lovely old building. The wood trim. Why, it's the city of Cairo on the Mississippi. Watch out for that snag. I guess this is during the Civil War, maybe. These steps are made of slade. The courthouse was at the top, 3rd floor. Sonia, exotic lady. Not just scarves, we're talking lovely hats. Look at this collection. Feather hats, bonnets. I don't know what you call these things. Make hay while the sun shines. Good advice. And sew if you can. Oh, look at that dress there. This would be the women's club demonstration room. All those hats came out of the closet, and it's a pharmacy apothecary. Look at the fireplaces in this whole place here. Isn't that nice? I guess this is the nautical room. Looks like one of Columbus's ships. Yeah. That's the Pinta. Is this a Santa Maria? And look at this tug. Oh, it's not a tug. Yeah, it is a tug. A paddle wheel tug. Wow, look at that. It says fair. And look at this big old paddle boat steamer. Classic. On the river was he. Here he is, Mark Twain. Twain gave Cairo majestic description in his book. There's the Robert E. Lee. And here's is this a fire tug? The size of these doors, they're huge. Huge doors. U.S. Army. Buy war bonds till we meet again. All together now. Buy some more bonds. Armistice terms to punish Huns. There's a Pontiac advertisement with another one of those lovely stove fireplaces. Germany surrenders. Peace comes after 6-year war. Look, it's a B-17. And here's a Nazi war flag, or Nazi flag, a Nazi war machine. This looks like a naval. And look, there's some captured Japanese flag. Boy uniform. And here's a U.S. Army Signal Corps virtual communication system. It's called a wigwag. Painting it's called Men and Rails. Illinois Central Railroad. Some of the lovely old houses here in Cairo. Here's a general store. I'll take that hat right there. And look at this, a good value. It's a broom rack. This is a library. They should have some beautiful old buildings. And look at the post office. Another lovely building. And there's the customs house where I went to the museum. Well, it's kind of sad to see the heyday has gone and decay is all around. Once a booming, thriving, historical place is now kind of down in the mouth. Overgrown, vacated. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be right here. Even the church bus has been abandoned. Poor Cairo. You were a noble lady at one time, and now look at you. Apartments, an old factory, and wide streets. Look at this, wide, empty streets. And I bet you this is like low-income housing. I bet you. All right. Let's see, now where were the murals at? So I'm looking for the murals on the river. Do I have to go over one street? Look at all these abandoned buildings. Lots, empty lots. Well, let's go up on this street and see what's happening. Wow. So apparently there were buildings along this road here, this street. Look at that. All right, let's check out the park here. Ayers Pills. Cairo. It's like a little city park here. Bandstand, sort of. There's a caboose car. Levee Road. Well, let's take a look. A little flower graces the forlorn and vacant lots. The graceful street lights. But there is the city of Cairo, Illinois Central caboose. Brick streets, probably with warehouses down here. Okay. Is this the Ohio River here? Or the Mississippi? Boy, I don't know. It's one or the other. There's the levee wall. I'm surprised there's no graffiti on it. All right, one of these bridges I'm getting ready to cross, and I think it's this one. Cairo. Poor Cairo. From glory to grass in the streets. This. The dog has DirecTV. It's the National Guard Army, or was the National Guard Army. It's a lovely looking old building. Look how wide these streets are. Look at the old Ford A1 used cars sign. Is this where the Ford dealer was? It's gone, gone, gone. It's the Ohio River Bridge. Another narrow bridge. Whoa, too close for comfort. Look along there. And here's the mighty Ohio River. This big bridge here. The old style iron bridge. Not a lot of wiggle room. Big barges, grain barges. Better keep them on the road. And more barges. All right. Goodbye, Illinois. Hello, Kentucky. There's a part like right here, this floodplain. Kind of jungly, doesn't it? Kentucky. Land between the lakes. This is Cumberland Lake. And they're building a new bridge identical to the bridge across Kentucky Lake to the west. And it's about time. Look how narrow this bridge is. Look how much more substantial the other one is. What's going to happen to the old iron bridge? Will it be torn down? I don't know.